I'm here with Natasha Giorgio, Head of Business Development of Hub 88. Lovely to see you, Natasha.
You too.
So there's a lot of paperwork generated when it comes to working with multiple suppliers. How is Hub 88 tackling that challenge?
So what we want to do is have one central location where basically everyone who's being onboarded can go in from one back office and have both their data there and all the paperwork there. And usually what we find is at the very beginning, it's where there's all the paperwork, which is mostly generated. So you have your contracts, you have your due diligence, it's how do you find what to do. So we've just wanted to have an easier place where everyone can go in and go, fantastic, this is my back office, but also here's where I can have all my paperwork in one stick process.
What areas of the iGaming industry give rise to the most amount of paperwork, and where is it most important in a business to try and cut that back?
Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. Usually it comes in at the onboarding process. It's where you come on board, there's so much paperwork to be done from your commercial negotiations and keeping track of everything. So that's just your onboarding section, and you can get lost in so many emails. So let's just make it an easier process where you get your one-click onboarding and everything happens from there. But then let's go to the second section, it's your case management. What happens every time you need to keep up to date with any queries that you might have and so on. So we have one location where all this is taking place from the back office. And thirdly, let's not forget all your KPIs and your data management as well as your hub releases. So I wouldn't say there's one specific section, but I'd say that each section has a lot of data or a lot of emails that need to be kept up. So if there's one location where all this is in, and instead of removing emails and everything else, it's just easier on everybody throughout the process.
And simplification is a key message for Hub 88. How are you making the back office operations run more smoothly for operators?
Simplicity is the key. And we're talking simple, that you want to go in and you know where you can find everything and how you can find it. So you're going to have simple case management, easier to track, and the different team members will be in a position to track this. You also have your real-time data. Being able to track your real-time data on the KPIs that you want. Obviously, this is also mobile and desktop. We're all on our mobile all the time, so you can set everything the way you want, log in, and it's easy to view as much information as you need. If you want to go in a little bit depth, there's the option to do that. But from an overview, there's all KPIs at a glance. You know exactly what's happening at any time. We mentioned case management, we're talking about data. You have all your invoices as well. Obviously, that's an important one. But everything is all in your back office and your game releases. And that's really key. There's no longer being lost in terms of all the information that's required for game releases. You can actually zoom in and know exactly what you want to use and what games are coming up straight away. Again, in one simplified process where everything is easy to consume.
And you mentioned data and reporting. Of course, that's really, really important. But if we are really simplifying things, is that negatively affected in any way?
Not at all, because simplified doesn't mean that it's negative. Simplified means that we're just making it easier to consume. Everything is easier to consume nowadays, right? Or we want to be able to consume things easier. So that's what we've done. We've had a whole team, we've sat down, we wanted to try and see what's the most important things. You can see it from a graph view from top level, but there's also the option that you can zoom in as much as you want. So how are you doing in your daily KPIs? What's the situation? You want to zoom in and understand more? You can do this. And it's always, again, from your same place where you've been welcomed to from the very beginning on the onboarding section. So you have that. And then again, if you want to understand what's the new content that's coming out today, you can go into it. Does this new content have free spins in it? Does it support bonuses? Does it support this or that? Then it's very easy that you can actually consume it and be able to actually understand and go, fantastic, I'm only looking for new content or new game calendars that can be, for example, has free spin support only or bonus support only, and just remove that or take it away, and then you can go into that.
Natasha, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.